Hello everyone. Good morning to everybody. Dear students, we are learning literary terms. There are 9 literary terms in our syllabus of BA part first year, BA part third year, paper first. As you know, our exam are near and we will have to prepare for these terms. So, some literary terms have been studied by us, such as dramatic monologue and other terms such as previous. So now today we are going to study the literary term symbol. What is a symbol and what are the types of symbol and who are the main poets and writers who used symbol in their poetry. So first of all, we try to define the symbol. Generally, the meaning of symbol is, we can say, pratik. So in Hindi, symbol means pratik. In English, and from the point of literary terms, symbol is a literary device which represents something else beyond its own self. सिंबल एक साहित्यिक विधा है, एक लिटरेरी डिवाइस है विच रिप्रेजेंट्स समथिंग एल्स, जो किसी एल्स मीन्स किसी अपने से भिन्न किसी चीज़ को प्रस्तुत करती है, उसका प्रतिनिधित्व करती है बियॉन्ड इट्स ओन सेल्फ, अपने स्वयं से परे. दिस लिटरेरी डिवाइस कोई भी वस्तु, एनीथिंग, रिप्रेजेंट्स फॉर समथिंग एल्स बियॉन्ड इट्स ओन सेल्फ. Symbol is a thing, anything that stands for something else, especially a concrete thing stands for something abstract. In other language, in other words, symbol is a thing, anything. Symbol कोई भी चीज़ या कोई भी वस्तु हो सकती है. That stands for something else, जो किसी दूसरी वस्तु के लिए प्रयोग किया जाता है या किसी दूसरी वस्तु का प्रतिनिधित्व करती है. Especially a concrete thing stands for something abstract. Generally, एक स्थूल वस्तु किसी अमूर्त या मूर्त वस्तु, किसी अमूर्त वस्तु का प्रतिनिधित्व करती है, तो इस मूर्त वस्तु को उस अमूर्त वस्तु का सिंबल कहा जाएगा. दिस कॉन्क्रीट थिंग इज कॉल्ड एज अ सिंबल विच रिप्रेजेंट्स अदर एब्स्ट्रैक्ट थिंग, सच वी कैन सी इन allegorical works some supernatural elements, we can say some divine spirits such as ghost, yeah, evil and bad angels. In other words, some characteristic gods, manners, such abstract things are represented by the help of concrete things. Then we can say these concrete things are the symbol of those abstract things. Sometimes allegorical writers personified abstract spirits in concrete form, such as in Fairy Queen and in Paradise Lost we find angels, bad angels, good angels, and other things which represents for abstract concrete things. So symbol is a conventional, a public meaning of a word, a phrase, any expression that is beyond its literal meaning. Symbol is the different meaning of a word. A word has double meaning, one literal and other conventional, yeah, in other word contextual meaning. When any word stands for its own meaning, then this word, a thing, is not a symbol. But when the meaning of anything, the meaning of word that signifies or other meaning that is different from its literal meaning, then this word, the this thing and word is called as a symbol. So we have understood that symbol is not a literal meaning of a word, but is a conventional, a public meaning of a word that is different from its literal meaning. So symbol signifies conventional meaning rather than word's literal meaning. So symbol indicates to the conventional meaning, public meaning, या contextual meaning rather than its own literal meaning. So symbol परंपरागत या सार्वजनिक या आम बोलचाल में ये काम आने वाले ऐसे अर्थ को और इशारा करती है, उनकी तरफ इशारा करती है देन वर्ड्स लिटरली मीनिंग, जो कि इनका लिटरल मीनिंग नहीं होता है. फॉर एग्जाम्पल, फ्लैग स्टैंड्स फॉर नेशन एंड अ क्रॉस फॉर क्रिश्चियनिटी. एज वी ऑल नो, flag we call flag, and flags, the word flag's literal meaning is झंडा. But flag, when the word flag is used in poetry, then flag represents and stands for nation. So the flag is the thing of proud. A cross is a symbol because it represents for Christianity, that is a religious symbol. We can say it is religious symbol. Types of symbol: private, public, conventional or traditional. Private symbols, we can say personal symbols. Poet creates some personal symbols and such symbols are used by himself, so they are the private symbols. All romantic poets and William Blake, pre-romantic poet William Blake, have also used private and personal symbols. Public symbol such as public and conventional, traditional symbols. Public, which meaning are general or ordinary among the people. Such words, meaning of words, is a kind of public symbol. Conventional or traditional, some words are used, are taken meaning from conventional reference, a traditional reference. So crown means Taj, but Mukut, but when crowns means, we can take its meaning as a king, a emperor. So there are three types of symbol: private, public, conventional and traditional. Religious symbol are also used by William Blake, because William Blake and Robert Burns were also famous for the use of religious symbols in their poetry. Such as William Blake uses the word lamb, which signifies the Christ. So William Blake's symbols are religious. All romantic poets such as William Wordsworth, Percy B. Shelley, John Keats, Samuel Taylor Coleridge, Lord Byron, all romantic poets have used private symbols, and French poet Baudelaire is known as the inventor of the symbol, because symbolism movement was run in French at late the 19th century, and from where this movement spread England, America and other countries. English poets, if we talk about English poets, T.S. Eliot, who is also known as the modern poet, and W.B. Yeats, who is a religious poet, and he has used symbols as a religious point of view. Arthur Symon and Ezra Pound were also known as the symbolists, who have used symbols in their poetry. So symbol is a literary device, and it is called symbol when its meaning is different from its literal meaning. So you have understood what is the definitions of symbol, types of symbol, and major poets who have used symbol in their poetry. Next, literary terms which we are going to define as The literary term essay is a most popular among present time and even 18th century and 16th century. It is very popular device. So what is essay? Any brief composition in prose that undertakes to discuss a matter, express a point of view, or persuade us to accept a thesis on any subject whatever. Essay composition prose. Essay is a kind of brief composition in a prose that undertakes to discuss a matter, express a point of view, or persuade us to accept a thesis on any subject whatever. Essay, as definition says, essay is a prose composition, not poetic composition, but it is written in prose and it is follows the grammatical rules. So essay is a prose composition. It undertakes to discuss a matter. In essay, any topic which essayist chooses for essay, any topics in subject is discussed, expresses a point of view, and its any writer, he expresses his views logically and intellectually. He tries to persuade us to accept the thesis which he describes in his essay, about which he discusses in his writing. It is addressed to general rather than a specialized audience. It is addressed generally. Essay is addressed to general, for all public, all readers, rather than a specialized audience. Here is no particular audience, but it is general and it is for all persons. Anecdotes, striking illustrations, and numerical augments are often used in it. In essay, writer uses anecdotes and striking examples, and numerical, satirical augment are also often used in his writing. To write an essay, one should have broad knowledge of subject and command on language. A good essay follows a good knowledge about subject, and writer, one should have command on his language, because style and diction plays an important role in the quality of essay. So writing an essay is not so easy, but it is very technical and difficult. Although generally there are two types of essay, formal and informal. Formal essay are impersonal essay, because they are not belong to particular person, and poet doesn't express himself, but whatever he writes from the point of view, and this type of essay needs a broad knowledge. Just as Francis Bacon wrote impersonal essay, and his essays are called as a counsels or meditative essay, which are a suggestion advices for every person. So formal essay are written immensely. Informal essay or personal essay. Informal essays are personal essay, in which essayists such as Charles Lamb type essayist expresses their own views, feelings, sadness, difficulties, and joys. Whatever they feel, they express about their feelings. So Charles Lamb type essayist wrote informal essays. Kinds of essay according to subject matter. On the basis of subject matter, there are nature of subject matter. There are 4 types of essays: expository essay, descriptive essay, narrative essay, argumentative essay. Expository essay, in such type of essay in which writer exposes something that may be serious, a mysterious subject. Descriptive essay, in which a poet describes some current, some type of subject regularly. So descriptive essay demands thoughtful and thinking power. Narrative essay, in this type of essays, poet narrates any incidents, any kind of happenings in his essay. Argumentative essay. This type of essay, writer uses arguments after arguments to clarify his topics. So there are four types of essays. Michael de Montaigne, a French writer, was the inventor of this term. Essay was also written in Greece and Roman civilization, but in modern time, if you talk, Michael de Montaigne, who was a French writer, who was the inventor of this term, who is called as the inventor of this term essay. He was also known as the father of essay in the world. But when we talk about English essays, the first of all, Francis Bacon comes. Francis Bacon was the great and wisest and brightest, but meanest among the mankind. It is said about Francis Bacon, who whose essays are meditative, and he wrote many essays, and so his essays are full of knowledge. It is also said, one, if his essays are once read, one should not read more in the world. So his essays are the great source of knowledge. Charles Lamb is known as the Prince of English Essay. Charles Lamb, who wrote personal essays, and he also known as the Prince of English Essays of Elia. He wrote during the Romantic period, along with Charles Lamb, William Hazlitt, who also a great essayist, such as Indian Juggler and Journey. Essays are very famous. De Quincey and William Hazlitt and Charles Lamb were temporary essayists during the 18th century, early of the 19th century. Alexander Pope, edition, Steele, 3 Pope edition and Steele are also famous, were also famous essayists during 18th century, in Augustan period. Alexander Pope wrote his essay in poetic form. Editions and Steele are also wrote many essays. He wrote essays in periodical form. George Orwell shooting an elephant. So George Orwell and E.M. Forster are also major modern English essayists. So essay is a popular device which is also being used even in modern time. So now you have understood the terms essay and symbol. Okay, best of luck. Thank you.